Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sarettee Black and I am a beauty, fashion and lifestyle content creator. And if you feel like that's something that you're into, then don't be shy. Go ahead and click the subscribe button. Put the post notification bell on so that you get notified every time I post a new video. So in today's video, I'm going to be walking you guys through my skincare routine, my face care routine, which is too much, but sometimes it's not too much, but today it's gonna be too much. So, um, a little background history about my hair, about my face. Sorry, about my face. I never had any problem with my face except for my under eyes, me, and the blackness around my eyes, and a newly surfacing problem is these blemishes around my nose. See, they start at the bridge. They start at the bridge of my nose, going all the way down to the top of my cheeks. So there are a few other spots here around my forehead. So that's the only problem, like, that's really having me with my skin. Otherwise, my skin has always been smooth, but the problem is the blemishes around my nose, the pimples. Yeah, that's the only problem. So today I'm going to be walking you guys through my skincare routine. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video. That way. These are the products that you're going to need. First off is the turmeric egg mask with instructions below, and the lemon vade bar soap, which I purchased for 50 rand. This is a complexion brightening soap. Next we have the charcoal sherbet scrub, which is a full-on body scrub, which you can also use for your face to exfoliate. Next is the Gentle Magic, the skincare lotion. This is actually a toner. Next we have the Pretty Curry lemon gel, which I purchased for 30 rand. This is also a moisturizer and a primer. Next we have this sheet mask from a brand called Karite, I believe, and I purchased these for 25 rand and they smell good. Next we have this shallow depth firming cream, which I purchased internationally, or my mom purchased, and I believe it was 125 rands. Next is this Bramley tissue oil, which is 99 rand on Takealot. Ranges about 80 to 90 rands. Next we have this clear lip gloss for 15 rand. First step I take before I apply any product onto my face is to dampen it, because going in with the product without dampening your skin can cause irritation for one, and your skin can itch and blemishes may appear. So I would recommend you dampen your skin with water. If you splash your face with water, that's fine. Next thing we're taking this lemon vade soap and then we're just dampening it. What I use is a brush to apply it onto my skin. Otherwise you can just use your hands, that's fine, but for the purpose of this video I just used that brush. So I lathered that onto my skin. I would have loved to have a much heavier lather, otherwise there's nothing wrong with this, but I would have preferred to apply more than I have. So after applying, I would wait for like 5 minutes before I wash it off with warm water. So after washing it off, I take a damp towel and just pat the excess water out. You are not recommended to roughly use a face towel on your face, so patting it really does help. Next thing, we are going in with this turmeric mask. Mine is a little bit too drippy for the process, but if you follow the instructions on the screen, then you should have a pasty consistency. Unlike me, I did not follow the instructions very well, and I ended up with a drippy consistency. So, however, it was really good for the process. Nonetheless, it did do the job fine. So this did burn, as you can see. So I would recommend you to avoid your eyes and your nose area, because every time I moved the brush along my nose, it would just smell so, bad, so peppery. So I would recommend that you avoid that area. So here I'm just using that same turmeric mask along my neck, because what you do to your face, you should also do to your neck. But I did not follow that throughout the whole process, but for this step, I did. So I grabbed a handheld fan to help the process of drying. So I just used it all around my face. So I waited for about 20 or 15 minutes until it was completely dry. I don't remember how many minutes. I waited until it was completely dry before I washed it off. So this is what it looks like completely dry. I could hardly move my face, as you can tell by the facial expressions. I could hardly move my face. It was very tight. So I guess that was the whole purpose of this turmeric mask. As you can see, it was like really hard to move my muscles, but I waited for it to get dry before I washed it off. After washing it off, I did realize that my skin had like a yellowy tint, but that's fine because it will come out. Next thing, we're going in with this charcoal sherbet scrub. As you know, sherbet is good for exfoliation, so I do use a charcoal sherbet scrub to exfoliate. You can use this for your entire body, but specifically for this video, I'm using it on my face. As you can see, I would recommend you apply like a thicker coat. You apply a thick coat of this to help with the exfoliation process. So after your face is fully coated, you should wait for about 5 to 7 minutes before you exfoliate, so that it just gets a little bit drier in order for you to rub it. Before the exfoliation process, I just made sure that any patches that I had not touched on were, covered in the sherbet scrub. After about maybe 10 minutes, this is what it looked like. So this is the exfoliation process. This is me exfoliating, and I would recommend you do not do this with my type of nails, long nails or pointy nails, because I kept on poking myself with the nail and it felt uncomfortable. So I would recommend you not to do this with long nails. So I washed it off with warm water, and my skin looked a lot less yellow here, but then I guess it did help. So my face was softer, it was a lot softer after this, and that was feeling myself. Next step is the Gentle Magic, the skincare lotion. So this is a toner. It's called a skincare lotion, but it's actually a toner. Do not get confused. If you are, however, if you're ever looking for a toner, this is the perfect toner for you. I know a lot of people do advise other people against this, but if you do follow the steps correctly and how you're supposed to use it, it works magically. I did not use the full set as they sell it in a 3-pack bundle, I think. I only use the toner from Gentle Magic, and it works perfectly because I use it in the morning and at night with a damp cotton wool. So you dampen your cotton wool before you use it. It works perfectly. So as you can see, it was coming out with a lot of the turmeric mask and the sherbet scrub that was left over. So yeah, it did do the cleanup very well. Another reason to apply a toner was because the next step required me to clean my face with the toner first to make sure that it's completely clean before I proceed with the next step. So we are using these sheet masks from Karite. I don't know what it is, honey, but to me, it's Karite. So I'm using Karite pomegranate sheet masks, and the way I used it in this video was I took it out of the packaging and I used it with the wrapping on, because a lot of the product was on the plastic wrapping and I did not want to lose out on my money's worth, which is 25 rand. But I did not want to lose out on my money's worth, so I did apply it with the wrapping on. So there I am applying it, child, and so I just applied how you normally apply a sheet mask, but then I had to make sure that I had breathing room because I could not see out of this mask. I could not breathe. So I did try to at least open up that hole so that I can breathe. But my mouth was completely still because I could not move it in that. There I am looking like a Mad Max character, but it's fine. So I took it off and it was so satisfying. It was so satisfying to take it off. So as you can see, my face was glowing because of the product. It was like a gel consistency. It was like a jelly type of thing. So it made my face glow. As you can see, my face is looking like 10 out of 10 minus nothing. So there I was just rubbing it in. I used a cotton pad to remove the product from my mouth because I did not want it to end up being inside my mouth, because I just didn't want it to end up being in my mouth. And that cotton pad also helped to absorb the product better. Next, we're using the Shelley Depth Firming Cream. Guys, I did not purchase this here in South Africa. My mom purchased it for me internationally, so I do not know how much it really costs. I converted the price from Shopee Malaysia, and that was the price that it gave me. I'm not sure of the actual price, it might be more than that. So please do your research on this product if you do want it. So I apply it underneath my eyes. As you can see, it does help with firming my under eyes, so that's what I love it for. Next, we have this lemon gel. This is a moisturizer, and it helps your skin to feel softer. I'm not sure if it's actually softer, but it does feel softer. So I do sometimes use this as a primer. It's that good for me because I tend to have dry skin often, so this helps a lot. So the last step is to use lip gloss or lip balm to moisturize your lips. Then that's the end of the skincare routine. Just like that, simple and cheap. There I was, feeling myself child with my missing press on nails. So I would like to say please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment, and put the post notification bell on so that you get notified every time I post a new video. If you like content like this, tutorials, beauty, fashion, and lifestyle, then don't hesitate to subscribe, honey, because you'll be back